Dow jumps 500 points, S&P 500 posts longest win streak in 20 years as stocks claw back tariff losses. This is exactly the reason why I tell people, don't listen to the noise. You see those tumultuous periods when it feels like the world is coming to an end? Those are the times you want to be brave enough to buy and make the necessary moves in order to position yourself for better gains. You see, I've made some videos in the previous couple of days, and if you've been following those videos, you would see that a lot of times the reason why the stock market sells off is because these headlines that they put out there, the fear mongering, the distractions, and that is done intentionally because, hey, fear always grabs attention, and fear will make people do stupid things. You get emotionally worried and then you try to sell, or you try to time the market when the best thing you should be doing is to be buying during those times. Now, why am I sharing this with you? You see, if you want to build wealth and you want to, see your money grow on an exponential rate in the long term, then the best thing you want to do is to buy even during those red days. You see, when that stock goes down, that's when you want to buy. Now, understand, this only works when you are not taking on excessive risk, like buying some company that you don't know anything about. But I'm talking about buying, say, the SPY ETF or the VOO ETF or the VIG ETF, VTI ETF. The reason why these ETFs work well during this period is because you are diversified in the market, which then reduces your exposure to lean towards one part of the economy that may not do well, because you have to understand that different markets will perform well different in different seasons. So right now, we know that with the tariff situation going on, there's a lot of companies that are really exposed to that risk. So for example, if you've invested in Nike, Nike is really exposed to that. And that's why Nike is down a lot. I mean, they were struggling to start with, but now with these tariffs, products in China, coming out of China into the US, those types of companies that are heavily reliant on China will suffer a lot. And that is why you want to position yourself into those ETFs, because you tend to minimize your risks. One of the things that really contributed to today's moves really started with the jobs report.
Jobs report for April hitting the wires. Non-farm payrolls a greater 177,000. We're expecting, as Joe pointed out, 133,000. 177,000 would be the second best of the year outside of what's in the rearview mirror.
The second thing is there's a potential for trade talks between China and the US. And if this really occurs, then this would make things go in the right direction for both countries. And that is something that we all look forward to, because, hey, that's all we need in the stock market. Now we need those good news to continue, and we would continue this streak of recovery that we've been seeing a couple of days. Now, are we in the clear though? I think that is an important question we should ask ourselves. Are we really in the clear at this point? I don't think so, because we still have some things to worry about. Another thing is, we know that there's a 90-day pause on tariffs on some of the other countries that are maybe negotiating at this point. We really don't have specific information on this. That information hopefully continues in the right direction, and the talks continue in the right direction, because if anything breaks down, that would negatively affect the market. Now, the biggest part of all of this, though, is the impact of the tariffs that are currently on, whether it's from China and different countries. From what the experts are saying, there is a potential for a lag between the jobs reports and the GDP information and what the reality currently is. As we know, most of these jobs reports are things from the past, right? So it's not forward looking. And because it's from the past, it doesn't reflect what is currently going on. So we may need to wait a few more, weeks to see what the more recent environment really looks like. And that may tell what is happening, whether jobs are truly increasing in the economy, or maybe companies are struggling. Due to the tariffs that are currently on, well, we're already seeing the signs in the economy, or at least in the ports. And like this headline, Port of Los Angeles says shipping volume plummet 35% next week as China tariff starts to bite. This was on April 29th. And of course, by now, we've probably seen the effect of all of this. The reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is all these factors can really put a lot of stress and resistance on the stock market and the ability for the stock market to actually go up. With that said, this presents further buying opportunities in the near term, which means we may see a downturn in the near term. And when I say downturn, I'm talking about is maybe slight dip or maybe a major dip, depending on what the information is, right? That would move the market, or how important it is will determine how far down we go in a situation if this negative news erupts. But we have to stay ready. We have to stay prepared. We have to stay vigilant and be aware of what is going on in the economy. Because, you see, when it comes to building wealth, yes, you don't have to be a guru. You don't have to be an expert. And that's not the goal here. But the goal is that if you want to take advantage of the periods in which you want to make the most money, or you can make the most money, you have to be aware of the environment. And I'm just sharing this and sharing what I am doing, because these are the things that I fully look into to make sure that, I maximize my gains.